Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Addie and today we are building apartment buildings in Sulani, or multi-unit homes in Sulani. They're more like townhome kind of vibes, except it's not, because one of them is literally over the ocean, which I wish this lot was like just slightly bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't, I, this lot is really cool because you can like live in the ocean and be a mermaid, and but I wish you could like, I don't know. I wish this lot was slightly bigger so you had more ocean space. I wish that it was more like The Sims 3 when you could go down into the ocean and like, I don't know. Like see the underwater bits, and you just can't. Like, mermaids in The Sims 4 are better than in The Sims 3, but they're not as cool. That doesn't make any sense. But mermaids in The Sims 3, um, they would literally swim everywhere. And especially if you lived in the island paradise world. That was the like island living pack of The Sims 3. And like, that was cool that they could do that, but I don't know. And then you could also go to like diving. Like, you couldn't just, it wasn't just like snorkeling, you could like actually go diving. And there were like a couple of different places that you could go diving. So there was one that was like for beginners, and then there was one that was like, I think it was called like Davy Jones Locker or something, and that was like for expert divers. And it was kind of cool because then you could like die by shark. If you went to one that was too high for your sim, you might die. And that was kind of realistic. You know, The Sims 3 was really cool. And it wasn't my first Sims game. My first Sims game was The Sims 1, but I kind of skipped over The Sims 2 and bought The Sims 3. So I am not a Sims 2 person. Um, but so like a lot of the references that The Sims 4 makes, I don't really get. It's like the Calientes and the Pleasants, they were all in The Sims 2. And I didn't know that they existed because I didn't play The Sims 2. But I did play The Sims 1 and The Sims 3, and I loved mermaids in The Sims 3. I thought they were so cool. I did not like that they had scaly legs. That was a little bit off-putting for me, but it made sense. They're mermaids, you know? They're fish people, so them having some scales is valid. But I just wish that The Sims 4 went back and like updated some of the older cults, so like aliens and plant sims and mermaids, and gave them that like skill tree that the vampires and the spellcasters and the werewolves have, because then it would be so cool if you could have like an evil mermaid or something. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be so fucking cool? Like, you can be like a siren that kills people by drowning them. Or you could just like be cute like Ariel and talk to fishies. Like, what a vibe. What if I also want to like drown Sims by luring them to their death in the middle of the ocean? You know? It's a thing. I wish we could choose. And I can't talk. To a degree, not in a degree. To a degree, you can choose, but like, there's no magic involved. Like, yeah, your mermaid could, in theory, lock people, or like, I don't know. Your mermaid could kill people by drowning them, but it would have to be like in a pool, for example. She couldn't like be swimming and then do like and then like click on your sim and do Siren's Song of Death or whatever, and have Sims just like spontaneously die, but like have people like wander into the water and then drown. regardless of needs. Like, I don't know. That would have been so cool, and it it just didn't work that way. Um, so I don't know. Wouldn't I love mermaids? I think they're so cool, but The Sims 4 really didn't do them justice. I was a huge Ariel fan when I was little. Maybe it was because she was a mermaid and there was no other Disney princess that was a mermaid, so she was like different from the others. Um, but I don't know. I feel like like Ariel's singing is like even if you go the PG route, which The Sims is actually T for teen, not PG, or even like PG-13. It's literally T for teen. Um, but if you went the more PG route and chose to have like more Disney inspired mermaids instead of like anything else. Any other iteration of mermaid would disagree with the Disney princess version. But if you chose to go the more Disney princess route, it could still be cool. Like having because can't vampires kill people by sucking their blood or something? I don't know. Um, I haven't played with vampires in a while, so I don't remember. Maybe I should do that at some point. Maybe I should make a video on it or something, like re-reviewing the vampires pack or something. Although I was not making videos when vampires came out. I was busy doing other things. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should. Let me know if you want to have a video on that. Anyway, back to the build for a second. I literally talked over all of the landscaping and everything, and we are now furnishing the first unit. So they have a toddler and an infant, and I don't know if I would want to have an infant this close to the ocean, but it's a mermaid baby. Mermaid babies can swim, you know? They can't actually, if you were curious, but we can pretend. We can pretend mermaid babies just really love the water. Um, I wish I wish like occult Sims had more shown as a baby or like even like a toddler. Like if you had Sims 3 Supernatural, the toddlers would literally go around and chew things if they were werewolves. Like what a vibe. I want my werewolf infants and toddlers to go around chewing things. Like my dog did that when she was a baby. So why don't toddler infants do that? Anyway, all they do is like a cute little ah woo every once in a while. But you know, it's fine. And then I wish like mermaid babies just really liked the water for no reason. So like if their parents were mermaids, they liked the water, even though they don't have like the ability to transform into a mermaid or anything like that. And then I wish that children had the ability to transform. Like imagine having just like a little child mermaid or a little child werewolf, like a little baby that can transform. Like that would be so fucking cute, and they just didn't do it. No, you can't. They didn't want to make it happen that way. Anyway, um I The Sims 4 is really good. I really love it, unironically, but in comparison to all, I've always been an occult kind of person. I love occults. I literally had a phase where I was a little too invested in like OG original like what are they called? Like legends of occult Sims. That was like totally my vibe when I was in like 5th grade, 4th grade, middle school, you know. So it was just like my thing. And I wish that there was like there was a half a dozen things that The Sims could have done different, and they just didn't. With when it comes to like occult babies, like yay, you get a new bassinet, woo. Um, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's I think it's kind of silly. Like, what's the point of having cult babies if they don't do anything different from human babies? You know? Like, what if one of the mermaid baby quirks was that they always love water? Like, every single one of them really loves water. That would be so fun. Like, you could totally, I don't know if that would be an easy thing to do. I'm not a computer programmer. I'm not a game person. I just play games. I don't make games. Um, or mods or anything. But like, wouldn't that be kind of cute? Because then your toddlers and infants just always want to play in like the kiddie pool from seasons. I don't know. So we're on the second one now, and they also have two kids, but I imagined they were twins, and I imagined that they were both children. So we have that in here. They're very different. One is like kind of like I imagine the one that slept in the green bed or had the green bed was very much like into animals and into like the jungle and stuff, probably like a Salvadorada kid. And then this one is more into the one with the purple bed is probably more into like bugs. So like butterflies and bees and maybe they just really like spiders. I don't know a kid that really likes spiders, but if they do, it's like a statement piece about them, you know? So maybe they just really like bugs on the purple bed. Anyway, my cat just knocked over something. I'm not gonna go look at it. I don't want to find out. He's kind of obnoxious sometimes, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. But we are finishing up the bathroom now. And it's more of a yellow kind of color scheme. I don't remember what I did. I have the memory of a fucking goldfish, okay? But it's yellow. The other one's not yellow. I think it's like blue or something. I don't know. I was talking over it. And then we have some like crafts and stuff, and then I have a games table over here because it is a family. I imagined of 3 or 4, so I kind of hoped that they would have some fun playing games together every once in a while. No TV though. They don't get a TV. They do have some games. They have a lot of board games and puzzles, so and a computer, which is also useful. Some umbrella is also useful since it rains sometimes in Sulani. And I think that's it. Before we move on to the third one. And oh, I end up getting a boat over here. I imagined that one of them had a boat, maybe one of them, maybe this one. I don't know. It doesn't matter. One of the families is like not technically a mermaid family, so they have a boat because they just really like the ocean. That's why they moved here. And then this kitchen is a little bit small, but I kind of like it considering the other ones are actually kind of big. And we get the like dining room, I think, over here. Either that or this is where we put the TV, but I don't remember. I don't know. I'm taking a while to decide, so I guess I don't know. I don't know a lot of stuff apparently about this build, but kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, I think I wish that mermaids were cooler. Like I wish they had the skill tree. And I wish aliens had the skill tree too. Like, wouldn't it be so cool if you had like a mad scientist alien that just like really knows space? It's kind of creepy. They're like, yeah, space though. And it's like, you're from space. We're all from space. What do you mean? And they're just like, yeah, but space. Did you know that if you get too close to a black hole, it'll suck you in and it'll make you feel like you're getting stretched into thin air? And you're like, cool, nice. And they're like, that's my dream. And you're like, dream for what now? Excuse me? But no. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the like perks and stuff for aliens would be, but mermaids, you could do like you could do like maybe they're really good at swimming, really good at like diving and stuff. Obviously, they're mermaids, they can breathe underwater, but maybe like they can talk to fish, but they can't talk to any other animal. Maybe the mermaids can like are really good at singing. I know that skill technically comes with city living, but cross pack compatibility, my friends. Um, so maybe they're just really good at that, and then maybe they can kill people by drowning them. You know, it doesn't have to be graphic. They don't have to like chain them to the bottom of the ocean or whatever. They could just like be in the ocean, sing the song of death, and then anyone close by walks into the water and drowns, regardless of how good their needs are. You know? Like that could be cool too. Um, and then I don't know. I don't know what weaknesses there would be, but I think it could be kind of cool. And then plant sims, they should be able to like be better at gardening. I mean, you are literally a plant. I mean, come on. Yeah. So, yeah. I think that the Sims early occult sim the early occult sims need to be done better. They need a refresh. And I know that we were kind of hoping for those, but I don't think The Sims is gonna do anymore. Just because like they haven't done it since the what's it called? Spa day refresh. Like I was really hoping for like a get to work refresh so we could refresh aliens. I was hoping we would get like a mermaid refresh. It doesn't even have like Sulani as a whole is actually pretty good, but if they would just go back and like update the occult sims, that would even make my life better because I love playing with occults. I mentioned that earlier, but it's true. So we are working on like communal things now. We've got another telescope, love telescopes. I say another telescope as if we have more than one on this build. We don't. We have a telescope. Your Sims can die. They can also die by fire if they use the grill and have bad skills. We have some plants, some places to eat, and then we also have a place to do laundry if you desire. My animals are having a moment. Um, but then we are getting some more planters over on the side. And just like going back to kind of what I was saying earlier, I imagined that the babies um really liked the water. So we have a toddler slide, we have a kiddie pool for the toddlers. I don't know if infants can use them, but it's fine either way. And then we've got a couple of bikes just because those are good. And some water balloons because they're mermaids. Why not? They love water. They're literally people of the ocean. So if you like this, if you would like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot, and I'll see all of you in the next video.